Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sylvia and I make videos on planning with the occasional review. Planning has always been my way of working out problems and solving the day-to-day issues in my life. Join me as I experiment on how to best tackle projects, figure out how to stick with habit tracking, and celebrate the wins, both big and small. So grab a cup or a glass of whatevs and let's get on with the video. Hey planner friends, let me tell you what, my brain is fried. I cannot put two sentences together to save my life. I should not be operating heavy machinery, but I do have a nutritionist appointment that I have to go to at 4:30. And I just had lunch, and yeah, I hope your day is going better than mine. Anyway, another 10 days have come and gone, and early month for September 2024, in case you're watching this in the future, is now history. Today is September 11th, so let's talk about my thoughts and feelings since I have moved into this planner. Okay, so this is the Filofax Classic Croc in personal size. This is like I would consider it a B6 size if you're talking about notebooks, because in here I have a B6 Plus Leuchtturm 1917 monthly with notebook. So it looks like this. This is how the monthly looks. I am struggling with this monthly, you guys. It is not the same as this. Of course it's not. Is the sizing different? I would consider this to be A5 Slim and this to be, of course, B6 Plus. So yeah, the sizing is different, but it's not just that. It just feels weird. I don't like it. I don't want to use it. But I am, because maybe I just need to get over it and get used to it. I just don't know. I don't know what the problem is. At first I thought, well, these aren't big enough and they're not bold enough, but they are quite big. Actually, in comparison, these are larger, and I would recommend this to somebody who couldn't see well or has any vision issues. However, when I say that, up here, this is totally hard to see. You can't even, like, my camera is not even focusing on that. You have to pull that up for my camera to even pay attention to what that even says. It's very subtle, and I get that they're trying not to be like intrusive, but it's just not working for me. It's not. I didn't even decorate in here because I was like, I don't care, I hate you. And it's not like I decorate a lot, but I always try to put like one of these like rub-on stickers, and I'm just like, I hate you, I don't want to look at you. I know. Also, the color of the Leuchtturm paper in here is much more of a French vanilla in comparison to this. This is just a really nice clean design. They both are, but for some reason I kind of hate this. And I honestly can't put my finger on it. I thought, well, is it because I don't have grids? And the answer is yes, but also I don't mind the Traveler's Company monthly insert at all, and that also doesn't have grids or lines or anything in the little boxes. So I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not a fan. Okay, moving on to where we are on the dailies. So the dailies were totally fine. And why was it fine? Because this is the same 5mm Leuchtturm paper that I'm used to. I went from the Bullet Journal Pocket Leuchtturm A6 to this. So it's a little bit bigger, and I wrote down here by 4 more squares. And I love it. I think this is the Goldilocks size. I'm just really sad panda that the monthlies are just not my friend. I don't know. If you've used this notebook, let me know what your thoughts are on this, because I don't know. Sylvia of right now just is not a fan. I hope Sylvia of the future gets it together and figures out a way to use it. Still using these little squares by MD. The 500 pack. Loving them, loving them, loving them. I even had 2 spaces left from early month. So here's what I learned about my early month, or here's what I'm observing. I feel like everyone that I associate with has a very light early month, and we get really busy towards the middle and the end of the month. And I don't know if my early month is light because I have such a wild, wacky end of the month, or late month rather. And I just can't handle having a busy early month and I need to reset and chill out. Is that true for you? Let me know down below, because I was trying to figure this out. So I'm thinking about for October, for next month, trying to have my early month be a little bit heavier with more due dates because I'd rather get things done earlier in the month so that I can kind of relax towards the end of the month. Does that make sense? I don't know. At least my stuff, so that when other stuff comes up for other people and they can fit me in at the end of the month, they're trying to pack in that in month, the late month, I can say yes because I have less to do. Does that make sense? I'm going to try it out and see how it goes. You can see here that some days I only had a few tasks, other days I mixed and matched, like here. I started this on the 3rd, ended it on the 4th over here. These are my CP. So CP stands for critique partners. And I have to read anywhere from 20 to, I would say, 27 pages, depending on where their chapter ends of each of theirs. I have 2 of them, Ree and Catherine. And so I started their pages on the 5th and ended them on the 8th because not only do you have to read them, you have to also do some line edits and take notes and all of that jazz. So it took me some time, and for 3 weeks, the last 3 weeks, my mother-in-law has been here from New York, and she left yesterday. Today is September 11th, if I didn't say that, of 2024, in case you're watching this in the future. First day of mid-month. And so it was really hard because she bought things I shouldn't eat, and I ate them anyway because they were there. And yeah, the nutritionist is definitely going to talk to me about that later. So here we are in the first day of mid-month, and I haven't really written much here because I felt like I had a brain fart. I think it'll be okay. But again, I forgot to leave space in between this 10-day period and this one to write kind of a to-do list. Okay, I'm going to put you over here because you're just like falling out right now. Not your turn. We're not talking about you. You're over. So what I did was I did a little spread here of kind of my projects. And then I wrote up here for 10 days because these are not, obviously I can't do all of this in 10 days. But so I guess what I was doing was writing kind of like a project page. And I should have probably been writing what I could accomplish in 10 days. That's what it started out as. And then I just had to flush it all out on the page. So what I did was I set it up here like I do in my dailies. Where the X is, I usually put a dot that says that I have activated this task. And then next to it, I put what day I activated or started that task, and then what day I finished the task. So I did that over here. And that way I could see what I get done in 10 days and then what I get done in the next 10 days. At that point, I probably will want to rewrite this to see what I get done in the final 10 days, if that makes sense. Because I really haven't planned a project in 10-day units or increments before because I'm still kind of slightly new to this system. But here is the thing that I did find out. I wanted to put some deadlines down here, but I didn't write any in because I want to be realistic about what I can get done in the next 10 days during the mid-month period, which is from the 11th to the 20th. And the struggle is for projects, for writing projects, I am supposed to be halfway through Project Looper Draft 2. And I am not. I am a quarter of the way, so half of half. And that's stressing me out. I have a meeting on the 16th, which is kind of the halfway point. Should be the 15th because we have 30 days. But we needed to meet on a Monday with 2 other friends that are going to be my critique partners for this project. And we're trying to finish at the same time so we can start at the same time, correcting each other's pages. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do it, and it makes me really sad. I thought I could, but the 3 weeks of my mother-in-law being here really threw me off because we just kind of threw caution to the wind and did whatever, and it was fun and it was a nice trip, but now I'm kind of paying for it a little bit, sort of like my waistline with my nutritionist, which I will find out later. I'm so nervous and stressed. Anyway, so yeah, so my next round of drafting, which is draft 3, this is actually supposed to start on September 16th. Halfway through September, I'm supposed to be starting this and be finishing it by the end of September, which seems wild, but it's also a challenge, and we're going to see if I can rise to the occasion. Right now, I have 5.5 days until this meeting to finish all of this. And again, I'm still doing part 1. Now, part 2 through 4 isn't going to be as heavy because part 1 really needed a lot of developmental edits and rewriting because I really couldn't see the beginning, but I knew the middle and the end. So that is true. And that makes me feel a little bit better, but I'm freaking out. So I will let you guys know how trying to plan a project in the 10-day planning unit works, because I've never really done that before. I just still plan for the whole month, if that makes sense, and I try to break it down. But I'm gonna see how this goes. And then I tried to do it over here in reading. I just wrote out what I have for reading, and oh my gosh, I totally messed these up, and I still have not found my cream whiteout because I haven't had time to look for them. But maybe now that things have slowed down, no, probably not. Who cares? Anyway, we move on. 10-day planning. So this is me saying, okay, everything else is in 10-day. Why is my meal planning still in 7 days in weekly planning periods? I don't know. So we're gonna see if I can do this in 10 days instead of 7, which seems weird and wild. And why do we need to do it? Because I need to challenge myself, and because it's not like I don't have a million other things I gotta do. So over here on this pink Post-it here, sticky note, I have like the goals from my nutritionist for me and my niece Jade, and we didn't reach a lot of those. So I just have that there to remind myself of what we're supposed to be doing, and hopefully we can make another plan. And I think the best plan for me is to not go like once a month, because that's pretty much what we're doing right now, and maybe break it into 2 weeks, because I feel like every time we go see her, we hit like a reset and we feel like really excited again and motivated, and that lasts for 4 to 5 days. So maybe if we go like every 2 weeks, that will help us get started a little bit more. And a whole month was probably a little bit too ambitious for where I am in my health journey. I didn't start, you know, doing 5Ks right away. Especially with my back, I had to build up to that. So maybe that's what I need to do. But this is where I am with my planning. It's not that serious. It hasn't really changed all that much. Well, that's a lie. This hasn't changed at all. The only thing that, this keeps getting folded over. The only thing that has changed is me trying to give everything that I'm doing the goal of 10 days. And get it into that 10-day unit, the way I plan for projects as well as for health and for meals. We'll see how it goes. Still using the same pen. Nothing has changed there. And my dailies are working fine. I just really do not love, I don't know. I think it's just that I miss this. I miss this monthly more than I don't love the other one. This is just, I loved it. I got used to it, and now I feel like lonely without it. Do you guys ever have a planner that you miss like that? I don't know. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.